again, Teri Angel here from Enlightened World Network, One with the Earth. We are having a huge weekend this weekend, all in celebration of the planet Earth and those who love it. And we're so glad you're here with us. Today, we were going to do a silent meditation. We do those on Sundays, and we're not. Instead, we're doing meditation excavation. And for us, what that is Teri and I meditate along with you. We figured as long as there are folks here listening, let's do this together and see where it takes us. Teri, I'm so glad you're here today.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here with you today and so excited about this new offering, Enlightened World Network, One with the Earth.
Yep, and thank you for bringing your angelic river family here. They've been such good supporters all weekend. It's been fun. So we encourage you to just take a breath, and we're going to meditate together. So just relax. Get comfortable. Just take a deep breath in. And release it. Take a deep breath in and really let it fill your lungs. Really feeling that expansion, and release it slowly. Just feeling your body, your mind, your heart rate settle down. Let's take one more really deep, slow, expansive breath. Really feel it fill up your lungs. And release it. Really let it go, nice and slow. When Teri and I do these, what we call meditation excavations, we really have no idea where it's going to be taking us. We are always sitting with spirit. We call in the Archangel, and they guide the work that we're going to be doing that day. And we call it the work. It's not the work, it's the passion. It's the pleasure of walking with spirit. Teri, would you like to welcome in the archangels?
Absolutely. So in your state of relaxation, just take another breath in and really connect in as these angels come to you where you are. I like to call them in from their directions that they guide and bring the energy from. So from the east, just envision that you're facing the east right now. We're going to call in Archangel Raphael. Raphael is the healing angel, the one who guides any healer in any form, whether that's physical, spiritual, mental, or emotional. So just feel his energy as he comes forward. Today it feels very light when Raphael comes in. Comforting, caring. I feel a lot of compassion coming in with him. And then going to the south, let's bring in the energy of Archangel Michael. And I'm feeling Michael coming in powerfully today. Michael is the protector, our guardian angel. He's the one that's there whenever we start to go into fear or anything unlike love, you'll come in and help release all of that energy and bring in only love and light. And then going to the west, let's call in Archangel Gabriel, coming in with an energy of understanding, enlightenment, clarity. Just open up to whatever Gabriel is showing right now for you. You might experience Gabriel with the lightness, you might experience an intensity. Today I'm feeling more intense, as Gabriel is going to help us really open to who we are and what we need to know during this time together. And then from the north, let's welcome Archangel Uriel to help us connect in with the earth energy, to do that grounding and that balancing, centering our energy. Take a deep breath in as you connect with the earth and with this beautiful guiding angel. So much gratitude for these 4 archangels that are always there surrounding us with their love. And then we invite in any of the other angels, archangels, spirit guides, ascended masters, galactic beings of light, our divine mother, Christ consciousness, and our creator. Thank you. Thank you to all of these spiritual beings that are helping us to make our way home through this earth journey. So just now take a deep breath in and see what you feel. See what you're experiencing as these energies have come right to you where you are. Just open up to accept, align, and allow.
Teri, I don't know what you are sensing right now, but I am feeling such expansiveness. I'm seeing all of the different archangels that we work with, not just the ones that you asked in. But you know, when you've got a daisy, let's say, that is completely wide open, that's how it feels around me. There's such expansiveness.
It's beautiful. The image that they had given me when I took my first breath in, as you were guiding us to relax into the breathing, I was sitting on a beach and there was a huge banana leaf above me that just was swaying gently. And I felt that breeze on my face from the movement of the wind, from the ocean air. I could actually smell that ocean air. And just sitting there, allowing myself to really become one with the earth, with all the elements of the earth, and to feel each one, the wind, the heat, the water, and the earth below. And I'm still there. I'm still sitting on that beach, enjoying it too.
I love this because Teri and I are living parallel meditations. I love it when that happens because it always comes together at the end. What I am seeing is the planet and the crystalline grid coming together around it, and it sounds like interlocking. Is it Tinker Toys that when they pull together they make an interlocking sound, and almost like chain link fence coming together, and I can just feel and see and hear now this crystalline grid coming together around the planet, just linking around it. It's crazy.
And I see that grid. I see up above Metatron, the archangel that helps open up our whole experience, not just in this lifetime, but our soul journey, our soul experience. And I see that grid with the different vortexes of energy that light up when we raise our vibration. We raise that frequency. And that's what we invite everyone right now to take in that breath. Release any heaviness. Release any concerns, any cares, anything that might be holding you back. Go into this now moment, right here, right where you are, and allow your light to expand so that it reaches up to that crystalline grid. Just become one with that light right now. Wherever you are in the world, there's a light above you. Do you see it? Just look up with your spiritual eyes. Find that light, that vortex of energy, and allow your light to reach forward as that light is reaching to you and meeting you right there where you are. These angels sometimes have a lot of humor, and they just showed me, like when it's Christmas time and you're lighting the Christmas tree and you plug those lights in, all of a sudden, all that light explosion happens. And that's what we just did. We just plugged into that crystalline grid, lighting every vortex of energy around the earth. Do you see that, Ruth?
Mm-hmm. I do. Well, and I don't want this to sound self-serving because it isn't. It is not intended to be that way. Teri, I don't know if you know, but during Jeanette Wazlowski's session, I received a light language activation. And it's the first time that that has happened for me, which I'm still in tears thinking about it. And I see myself, my higher self, with all of the archangels. And I'm in the middle. And they're having my higher self do light language activation. And goosebumps. And I'm watching it like I'm the observer, I'm the witness, watching it, and it's toward the crystalline grid. It's like they're having me use that new skill.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny, in body, my heart space, my lung space is so expanded, it like aches right now. So it's funny to be in person feeling it and seeing it happen in spirit.
As I'm observing, Ruth, I see that light over where you are in your part of the world in Colorado. And it looks like when you look up at the night sky and you see that big bright light, the brightest one that's up there, that's what I'm seeing, is that expansiveness and how it's opened up above you because your heart is so expanded and you're so in tune with the spirit guidance right now.
So I have to tell you, Teri, every morning I create a meme, a graphic for my dear friend Linda, who's going through some health issues, by listening to her guides. And the message for her this morning was how brightly her light shines, regardless of what's happening to her in the 3D physical. And they had me create a graphic, and it's an arc of the planet with this incredibly expansive light on it. And it's exactly what you just described. And how cool that that's what they had me share with her this morning.
Yes.
To me, this is just so symbolic of the angelic support that there is for each one of us all the time. And while all of these archangels are sitting with me, they're also sitting with you. They can be in so many places at once. But there is so much support for each of us for our individual transformation and growth. It's beautiful.
So they have changed my scenery now. I'm still on that beach. I still feel the ocean air and hear the beautiful waves as they come in gently. But now it's a night scene. And looking at those millions of stars, I see so many that are really coming to life as more and more people are connecting. So if you all are sitting there or lying, well, however you're experiencing this meditation right now, just look with your spiritual eyes. Look at this scene of the night sky, stars behind stars, energy just flowing down to you. It just seems like those stars are dripping energy right now as they're being lit up all over the world. Find the one that's calling to you. Look at that star up in the sky. And just watch what happens when you really connect in, when you send love to that and receive the love back. Because what we put out from our energy field, we get back. That's the law of the universe. We get what we give. So as you're giving light and love, feel how your heart's expanding. Just as Ruth was saying, her lungs were expanding, every energy in her body was expanding. Watch as that happens with yourself. Be the observer and see how expansive this becomes for you. It is a beautiful experience.
And Teri, maybe 2 weeks ago in meditation, I was told to look through the stars, that they spiritually aren't matter just hanging out in the atmosphere, they're portals. So take a look through that star. What energy is waiting there for you? We know it's all energy from the Creator, but really sink into that for a minute. Just feel that. So this is actually crazy. Last night in one of the meditations, my mom and dad came in and they passed. And I'm looking through a star and my mom and dad came in again. So I don't know, maybe there's somebody special waiting for us behind these stars.
I think there is, Ruth. And the other thing I'm being shown is the constellations. So if you're connecting in with one of those, and I feel very strongly Orion.
I do too. That's my constellation. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just see those bright lights and that definition of it there in the sky. So if you're tuned into that as well, if that's calling to you, just go with that. Just ask, what am I supposed to receive here? What's my message? What's the energy that's coming with this particular constellation that may be giving me some guidance? And as Ruth said, look through the stars, look through those portals and beyond what the physical eyes can see. Look with those spiritual eyes.
Teri, I see like an old lady at your star.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who that is, but I see her.
I feel it's one of my ancestors on the Native American side. There's been a lot, I got chills as I said that. There's been a lot of information coming forth and a lot of revving up of that connection with the earth, especially with the land blessings and opening up channels of portals underneath the earth with the communication system as each point goes to the other, and honoring our Mother Earth brings up that energy. It brings it more prevalent to us. So thank you, Ruth, for seeing that, for acknowledging that.
It's sweet, Teri, because, you know, my mom just passed this last year. So I've had 60 years with my parents. And whenever anything exciting happened for me in my life, I would share it with them. And to be able to share with them about the light language activation, which I think they knew was probably going to happen because they showed up last night, is just so sweet.
That's so beautiful. And I remember, Ruth, when you were standing there at the window and just watching as your mother was leaving her physical body. She knew you were there. And I do see her guiding you now and celebrating with you, just as all of our loved ones celebrate with us. They're still aware, just like you were experiencing just now. They're still aware of what's going on in their lives.
I was sitting here feeling a little bad that I'm just sitting here in my own space when normally we're kind of leading these, but I am just enjoying my own space. But my parents had me turn around and look with them, and we're looking out at the expansive darkness and how many stars are lit up right now. And it's so cool to see how many of you are just in your space, in your happy space of connecting in through the stars, through that portal. It's a good reminder that we are all on this journey together. You know, we think we're living our life by ourselves, but we're not. So many of us are on this journey.
Looking at those billions and billions of stars, all that light energy. But I'm also starting to hear a sound. There's a silence, but through that silence, there's a soul song that we're all experiencing. Listen to your soul song. It may be soft, it may be loud, it may have a rhythm to it. And as you tap into the heartbeat of Mother Earth, let that be the drumming as you listen to your soul song. Let it keep you balanced and keep you centered as you gaze up at the stars, as you wonder what it would feel like to sit on one of those stars. Just allow your imagination to run wild.
Teri, I can hear harmony, and it's like those that have passed before are singing, it almost seems lower, and those that are still in body are singing a little bit higher, but it's such a beautiful harmony. As above, so below. We're not removed from those we've loved and lost.
Right. And they help us to open our ears to that music. That's what I'm hearing, that they're really expanding our spiritual gifts by reminding us of who we are. We all have these gifts. No one is left out from that. And when you get in touch and open up like you are right now, letting your soul expand inside of you, you'll hear the music, you'll see the stars, and you will feel that energy of the angels and your loved ones surrounding you. And then you'll speak. I'm sorry, Ruth. Then you'll speak, just like Ruth was saying that she was activated with that gift this morning. That gift will come from your heart, from your soul song.
If you're feeling kind of removed, go stand at that star that you're looking at. Put the star behind you. Feel your loved ones there behind you too, and look out at this expansive, beautiful view.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that I can ever look at the night sky in the same way again.
Right. It is a beautiful experience.
So, Teri, looking at Orion, because you and I have both had that draw to Orion, what is that? What is that draw?
I think it's seeking. It's that energy of searching, knowing that we're not just this human body. So what is it that's there? What is it that our soul is craving? That connection with not just other human beings, but with our soul family. with our connection with our divine part of ourselves. I see that as what Orion is opening up for us, is a searching energy, the hunter looking out, looking to see what's there. And what we seek, we will find. Knock and it shall be opened unto you. That's coming very clearly. So whatever you're looking for, if it feels like there's something that's reaching out to you, just allow that. Just ask, how can I connect even better? How can I tune in and tap in to this beautiful energy? And if you're not seeing any of this or hearing any of it, don't be hard on yourself. Don't be judgmental. Just allow your mind to go there to whatever comes forward. You may not be seeing what we're seeing, and that's okay, because we're all having our experience here in our own way. So be gentle with yourself.
This is very off track, but Teri, did you ever see the movie The Incredible Mr. Limpet?
No.
A million years ago? No. So it was a story about a fish, a man who turned into a fish. Don Knotts was this fish. And his wife and his friend had also turned into fish, and he was very mild and meek and didn't really have a voice. Well, it ended up that at one point he needed to have a voice. And when he made noise, it was this very awkward sounding, incredibly loud voice. It just shook everything around it. And I'm laughing because that's what they're showing me as me trying to do light language, and it sounds like Don Knotts' Mr. Limpet sounds, and all the archangels are laughing. So I was getting that visual, and maybe some of you have seen Mr. Limpet, the incredible Mr. Limpet.
You know, the angels love to help us laugh, Ruth. And that's one thing that raises our vibration faster than anything else. Going into laughter. When we can laugh at ourselves and laugh with the universe, we feel a freedom. So whatever it is, they're just saying, lighten up.
Mm-hmm.
Lighten up and enjoy this thing called life. I hear their laughter. It sounds like wind chimes, like when one of our presenters, Sue Broom, comes on and we hear her beautiful wind chimes in the background. That's what it sounds like. It's a tinkling, a lightness, such beautiful energy.
And joy is definitely lighter energy-wise, because even as I'm sitting here and I feel the expansiveness in my chest and heart space with the joy, it's so much lighter. It's hard to stay bogged down in the 3D when you're feeling such joy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the angels remind us that life should be fun. We should be experiencing wonderful, beautiful things here on this earth. Many times we get caught up in the chaos and the spin of things. And when that happens, we're not in our heart. We're not right there where we know that we can experience the joy, even through the fires, even through the tribulations. We know that that's only temporary. That's only a speck in the whole grand scheme of things. It's like one of those stars, as opposed to looking at the billions of stars. So get into that energy and allow the joy to come in. And sometimes that's not so easy. Sometimes when you're seeing people around you suffering, loved ones that are going through some of their heavy trials, or maybe you yourself are experiencing physical challenges, emotional challenges. But just know that you're not alone. If you can visualize that night sky, you're one of those. And there are billions surrounding you. Know that you're not alone.
So Teri, now the archangels are inviting us down to them. And they're having this massive bonfire. And the sparks are sparking in the night sky. You can smell it and hear it. But it's a jubilation dance. So come join us. Come join us at that bonfire.
And what they're showing me, Ruth, is there's a purpose to fire. Fire is the element that will take energy and transmute it immediately. So whatever needs to be transmuted, whatever you're bringing with you to this fire, you have a choice to just stand there with it and hold it, or you can release it into the fire. If there's a heaviness that you're feeling, maybe you're really carrying that burden for others, let it go now into the fire. It's your choice to hold on to it or to let it go and lighten up your load. And then you can dance around the fire.
There's all kinds of stuff showing up in that fire. I'm seeing furniture. I saw a couch and I thought, why is there a couch? And I thought, oh, it's the COVID couch. It's from sitting on the couch for the last year and 3 months. The old COVID couch. The fire is getting huge because there's so much stuff piled into it. Oh, there's so many souls here.
There's a lot of dancing going on.
There's so much fun.
Yeah, people dancing and whatever they're moved to do. I see people, I don't know if you remember square dancing. People linking arms and going around in that circle. People just dancing to their own rhythm. However that movement looks like for you. I just see you moving and swirling and swaying. Some people clapping their hands, some people picking up an instrument and joining in with the revelry.
And it is revelry. I mean, there's like goofing around and so much laughter. What I just saw, Teri, is that under our feet, it just turned into the globe. Like we're standing on the globe, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's this like celebration of the planet, of individuals, of humanity, and of the planet.
Yeah, I feel like Mother Earth right now is wearing a crown.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just so happy that she's being acknowledged, that she's being lifted up. And I listened to Reba Linker this morning, And one of the things that Reba said just really stuck with me. And she says, the earth is not a victim. So many times we come out with words like save the earth, or just thinking of her as in need and lack. Our Mother Earth is magnificent. The energy that comes up from the center of Earth, it's always rejuvenating and refreshing as it comes up to us to help us to ground. Mother Earth takes care of us. And when we honor her and give her that respect and that love, it just comes up even brighter for us to see and to feel. So let's think of her in all that joy that she's in right now, with that crown on top of her. Just envision that world, that beautiful planet with a crown on top of it, because that's what she's feeling right now. She's feeling honored and loved and respected and cherished.
Well, as Michelle Landers shared in her session last night, the earth doesn't belong to us. We belong to the earth.
Such beautiful reminders. I love this. I love this whole energy where we can tap in and just listen. When we're still, that's when we receive those messages. When we're so caught up in the busyness, that's when the heaviness comes in. So we encourage you to take those moments today. Just sit with the energy. Look up at those billions and billions of stars, just like this graphic that's behind me. Just see all of those stars and see yourself. Make that connection with you and allow your energy to be raised, that frequency to really brighten that lighting that's up there. You can turn on that light on the vortex right above you, wherever you're sitting in Earth. Just allow it and be blessed by what you experience.
Teri, before we head off, I just want to share one last visual that I was just shown at this Earth party. I saw this beautiful braid coming together, and it was blue coming together, being braided, and it was rivers being braided as a garland.
Mm-hmm.
So cool. Anyway, we could be here all day doing this.
Oh, absolutely.
But we can't. We've got next coming up, we've got Holly Copeland, and her session is Liberating from the Not Enough Trap, Resource Inner Wholeness and Resilience to Heal Ourselves and the Earth. So thank you for being here. Join us in 13 minutes and we'll come back here right at Enlightened World Network, One with the Earth. So much love to each and every one of you. Thank you, Teri.
Thank you, Ruth. It was beautiful. Thank you, everyone.